Welcome to Dungeon Hunts, our game of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. My name is Jordan Bolte, and I am your game master. With me, I have an intrepid group of adventurers. We have Billy, Cameron, Justin, Leif, and Paul. And maybe a Craig. A Craig might show up too. So, are you guys ready to play tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So, last time, if you recall, how did the session start?
We were in the empty net, attempting to get some kind of repayment for a debacle the previous night.
Yes. There were pirates or some kind of vagabonds trying to steal materials, and you successfully stopped them. Throughout the next day or so, a number of people went fishing, had interactions with loved ones throughout the town. There was a little bit of shopping, and ultimately it ended with all of you coming back together and being called upon to go and investigate a haunted house just north of town. You went to the haunted house, or presumably haunted house, and what happened then?
We found some footprints. We searched, found some footprints, followed the footprints, fought a swarm of spiders, ended up startling. Something hurt us and spooked us. I can't remember what it said, but we occupied some spot and triggered a trap of sorts that resulted in some wisdom saves. Man, my memory's bad. Wow.
Welcome, fools! Welcome to your deaths! In a booming, fiendish voice. And so, yes, you all had fought a swarm of spiders.
And then Jobadiah got cursed.
Yeah.
Got cursed.
So we'll jump right back in.
Okay.
In the house, you find yourselves.
Be back in the main room, lobby.
No, I think we're where we left.
Okay.
The wind from the ocean blows towards you, and you can hear it creak through the house. And it's still dark. Everyone kind of catches their breath now, having squashed and squished all of the spiders. And the room is yours.
So does anybody have
those
any?
Creepy crawlies.
Does anybody remember what we are trying to find here? Anybody ideas? We've seen some spiders. We've seen some other spooky stuff. Any ideas?
I remember that fellow who was very adamant about us just taking his word. He said that there might be some treasure in this mansion, and that we needed to maybe find it. I don't know, that somebody else would be looking for it. That's what I remember.
I heard
Gar, if you could roll an intelligence check, please. Intelligence check, not save.
Oh, sorry, not safe. Intelligence check.
Yep, so you stop and you think for a minute. And you remember him saying something along the lines of, yes, there's treasure here. And not only is there treasure here, but there were potentially people that were also looking for it. Almost exactly what you had said. So it was almost a foot race.
Yeah, so I believe that time is of the essence, boys. We if we want to find this treasure before somebody else, or more creepy crawlers come out, maybe we should get a move on.
This is good with me.
About what time is it this evening?
It was evening when you all were leaving. So you kind of look out through the window real quick, and you can see some low-hanging clouds, kind of a scattered thunderstorm potentially on the horizon. If it were a little bit warmer, you can see it looks like a crescent moon in the sky. Maybe about 10:30, 11 at night, just based on eyeballing it.
So either I had a very, very brief date, or I totally stood Aaron up at the snapping line.
You stop and it dawns on you. Oh shit! You definitely stood Aaron up. Yeah.
Yep. I don't have a cell phone either. So, all right. Shit. I always do this. Yeah. Let's get that money. Let's get that treasure, and let's get back real quick. And Sybil just heads back to the. Forget. Did we end up going back to the main room, or are we in the room where?
I don't believe we've gone
Cameron
back.
We're
got
in the
cursed.
spider room.
No, you walked into a room and
ended in the
walked
spider
down
room.
the western
That's right.
hallway.
Okay.
Kind of checked out the western wing, and then you all came back to the main room and started heading north once more.
That's right. Okay. So then what's over here? Anything of import? Did I forget
So
if we searched?
as you look through that room, you notice that there's just a number of pieces of furniture that are kind of strewn about the room. Everything has just a general dilapidated state of affairs. Pieces are moldy, torn. The thing that caught your attention in the room that you're currently in, Sybil, was there was a rock that didn't have like moss and lichen covering it in the mantelpiece. So before you now is a door right here, directly to the left of Gar, and one directly north of Angle.
Can you say that again? What did not have lichen and moss?
There was like a stone, like in the stone mantle place, or like the fireplace, that looked like just like raw stone. So when you all pulled that out, it did have stuff inside, and it had some alchemical powders and some copper.
It's
We
like
already got
spell
that.
components type thing, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Shall we carry on?
So which way are y'all headed?
Well, there's this door right here. I don't know. Should we open this one?
So Gar, you're opening
Right.
a door?
Yep. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I think he's just gonna go for it. Opens this door and he's gonna step right in.
Yep. As you enter, you see at one time a long table stood in the center of this room. Now it lies broken on the floor. A broken chair sits against the wall between the windows, and there's a heap of broken dishes in the northwest corner.
I suspect if everything in this house is broken, so it seems like either there's some real reckless tenants, or someone's been here to try to get this treasure before and really searched high and low.
Can I investigate the room for anything? So let's see, can I just look around the room for anything that indicates more recent usage?
You can roll an investigation check for that.
Okay.
Yari is just closely following Gar still, and knife at the ready to throw at the first
Sure.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so with a natural 20 Angle, that's a great roll. Good job. You note nothing of value in this room. As you kind of walk around, move a few plates, and you look down on the floor, you don't even see any footprints. Where the footprints in the previous room are quite clear to be seen, you see nothing of that nature in this room.
Guys, I have an important announcement about this room. There's nothing important about it at all.
Yeah, I think meanwhile, Granwy's he's checking out the northern door in the hallway. And I think he's just going to kind of like move his hat to one side of his head, just kind of, and then press his kind of just frog ear against the door. I was going to see if he can hear anything
that's fine.
Before opening.
So go ahead and roll a perception check.
Right.
Yeah, so you put your ear against the door, and as you stop and you listen, you don't hear anything.
Okay, he's going to open it up and just walk in.
Okay. So as you open the door and walk in, this is the kitchen. It's dirty and damp with patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, and the walls, and the ceiling. Now, in the southwest corner, you can see some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked and discolored stone sink. To the right of the sink, a small closed wooden cupboard is fixed to the wall about 5 feet above floor level. Against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs leads upward from west to east. The woodwork of the staircase is decayed, and a few of the treads are missing. As you stop and you look, you see some footprints heading up the staircase.
About how tall is this, like, the top of the staircase?
The ceilings in here are about 10 feet.
Okay, so I presume that, like, there is broken stairs at the bottom.
Correct.
It's a solid jump. It's not something we could easily maneuver up, correct?
You could try, certainly.
I think Granwy's just going to frog jump to the top of the stairs from the side of it. Just go like, boing, don't land on top.
So you so you boing hop to the top of the stairs.
All right. Am I seeing my way to another floor here? Where do these stairs lead?
Yeah, so as you kind of look up, you can see that they lead to another floor. Let me see if I can take Granwy. So Granwy goes up with your torch, correct?
Yep.
There you go.
I think just one thing he's going to do as well is just kind of, tie his rope off and at the top and drop it down. Just some loose rope for people to climb up maybe one of the posts more easily. Okay,
great. So everybody else, what are you doing as Granwy moves up?
So you mentioned there was a cabinet in the wall. Was that hereabouts, or?
The cabinet in the wall is over here.
Okay. I'm going to check that out, take a look and see if I can open it.
Okay. So you walk up to it and you start pulling on it, and it's kind of like wedged. It's almost like the wood has warped. Like when wood swells because it's become wet?
Yeah, it's stuck in the door frame.
Yeah, so you start tugging and tugging, and as you do, this terrible noise comes out, and then you hear as all of these sorts of creatures just automatically start crawling out of every crevice that appears. And I need for everybody in this room to please roll initiative.
Sorry, everybody.
I have used my constant action to have thrown a dagger as soon as I saw something.
Sure. So yeah, we'll let you have the first surprise round move. As these 4 creatures skitter up out of the holes that are in the wall. You can see them. They've got these slick carapace-covered bodies. They're probably about 4 feet in length, and these large spiked feet move forward. Let's go ahead and have that initiative roll from everybody, please, except for Granwy.
You don't.
Grunway, we'll
Grunway does not hear this. Like he doesn't pick up on.
Grunway will bring you in next round.
Okay.
So let's see what I get. Let's
Does
get
11 hit them on my held action?
Your held action will not hit.
I mean, he like jumps and almost throws it at Gar, but
So is Yari just walking around with a dagger in his hand?
yeah, just all the time, this entire time. It's just like,
Only one.
He's like
Well-
almost running with scissors. Like
yeah, 100%.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start. It is the first creature's turn. It's going to look at Yari, having had that just thrown at him, and we'll take a bite at him. Does a 21 hit you, Yari?
Does a 21 hit? Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
a little bit.
You will take 5 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and you will take 11 points of poison damage.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Easy.
I'm down.
oh,
Okay, so Yari is down. First creature.
Oh.
So Yari, go ahead and make a death save.
Awesome. All right. Can I do? Yep, that's a fail.
Okay, first fail. 3 failed, and Yari is no more.
Cool. I didn't-
Jordan, did you see my 14 initiative roll?
Let me see. I don't know if I did. Let me throw you in.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, it said you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Gotcha.
What?
It's fine. I gotcha.
Okay.
You're in.
Okay, cool. All right, so what I think Gar is going to do is, especially seeing his friend go down, he doesn't even need his spices. He's going to rage.
Yeah, he's pissed.
He's pissed, and so he's going to do that as his bonus action, and then as his action, which was the one that struck him down, the one closest to him. He is going to swing his giant hook straight at that thing.
All right, let's see what you got. That's your hand axe.
Oh, sorry, that's my hand axe. Excuse me. Oh no, he has a hand axe right now because he's got a shield equipped.
Oh, okay. Great.
So yeah, sorry, not my hook.
Yeah, so you go ahead and do that, and it does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Yeah, so you swing down with the hand axe and just chop it straight in the head. You see its mandibles twitch and skitter as it collapses before you.
So it's dead, right?
It is dead.
And
All you, Justin.
no, I was just gonna say that has is that 9? Is it adding my 2 for rage? I can't remember.
It doesn't look like it is.
Okay, all right. So, but that's okay. Good to remember. Okay.
Yep, Sybil, you're up.
And that is Gar's turn. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use my Metamagic Quicken spell ability to use a bonus action to cast a Chaos Bolt at
Ooh.
the closest one to me.
Great. Can you throw that in the chat so we can see what that does?
Sure. Looks like that.
Nice.
And then I will cast it. So that's not going to hit. Am I allowed to cast the same spells twice or no?
With Quicken, I believe you can. No?
No. So
Oh,
a Quicken spell, all it does is it allows you to cast a cantrip. So like, you can cast Chaos Bolt
As my action.
right, and
Okay.
now you can or as a bonus action, and because you used your Quicken spell, you can now cast a cantrip that would take an action.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cast an acid splash then.
Right.
At the same one. But
This one right here?
I can choose 2 creatures actually if they're within 5 feet of one another.
They are.
Okay, so I'll take the 2 on the right.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, so they need to make dex saves of 14.
Dex saves of 14. Let's see. They skitter around. They're constantly moving their bodies. And an 18 and an 8. So the one on top fails the dex save.
Okay, so it takes that much acid damage.
So as the acid splashes on it, it starts to move and it squeaks and skitters and slowly stops moving as you've killed the creature.
With my movement, I'm going to get out of dodge.
Okay, great. The next creature is up. It is here. It is going to look at the person who opened up the cupboard and will take a bite action against you. Does a 20 hit you?
It does.
All right, so Angle, go ahead and...
Yeah, I'm down as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gar. So you
Yes.
failed. No, not Gar. Yari. So you're at 0, but you're stable.
Why?
Read the text in the bite.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to make death saves.
Correct. So you're stable, but you're paralyzed while you're poisoned this way. So you're just aboard on the ground.
Yep.
So go ahead and take, what is that, 12 points of piercing and poison damage?
Yeah,
Angle?
6 plus 6, so 12. Yep, I'm down. That takes me down to 0, right?
Yes. So similarly, you fall just completely unmoving.
Oh, real quick. So I'm only poisoned. Isn't it a DC? There's a save involved?
It doesn't say what kind. So let's do a
It does
DC.
make a DC.
Let's say an 8 con save.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. So that means you would have taken, instead of the poison, sorry about this, you would have taken only 5 points of piercing damage. So Yari will let you be up and you can go ahead and make your turn.
Now, so do I make my saving throw now, or do I have to wait around?
Go ahead and make your saving throw.
Constitution.
Yep, con save of 8.
Okay. So Yari will just go ahead. He can't move anywhere, and Gar is right there.
Yep, you're fine. So you'd have only taken 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
He's just going to go ahead and lash out. Well, he threw his one dagger, so he's actually going to pull out his rapier at his side and
Great.
poke this guy. That's right.
Let's get right here. Yep.
Yep, with a natural
Ooh.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And so that's so 9 plus another.
So it'll lunge at you, and as you do, you just skewer it, shish kebab it, right down the middle.
Yeah,
And fall
another
collapsing
8
in front of
points.
you. Wow, that's wild. Okay, it is the final creature's turn. It is going to approach Gar, seeing it.
You wish I was dead.
Hang on. Did we skip my turn?
Oh, we did because.
Because I
you were
rotated
down.
around me. Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yari, how are you doing on hit points?
Yari looks a lot better than he did on the ground.
Okay, so like I have the one spell slot left. Do you want healing now or do you want healing later?
You do what you're going to do.
You got 6 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to make a rapier attack against the last buggo.
All right, let's see what you can do.
Not a lot.
A 9 will not hit. It dances around and skitters away, kind of hanging onto the wall before it continues climbing down, clacking its mandibles in front of you. Seeing you having just attacked it, it's going to attack you once more. So does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, so it bites at you, and you hold your rapier in the way, and it bites onto the mandible, or it bites onto the sword. You can see it clacking, clink, clack, 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 as it stops. All right, Granwy, if you want to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah. All right. 16.
16. Okay, so we'll say that Granwy at this point has looked at the top of the stairs, has heard what's going on, and is coming back down. So we'll throw Granwy in with a 16.
Yeah, and I imagine he's just standing on the top of the staircase, kind of where he leaped up to earlier, to survey the room. Because, yeah, I can't see that yet. I don't know if you could move my token.
Yeah, I will. I'll move you. Hold on.
Sweet.
Let me get Gronwy in here. Drag you back. There we go. All right, so Yari, you're up.
All right, there's one remaining over there.
Correct.
Yeah, he's just going to look out another dagger, and they can attack with that.
All right, 22 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. You fling the dagger at it in your panic.
So 7?
7 points of piercing damage. So it's skittering on the wall, and as you fling it, it gets in between two of the pieces, the segments of its body, pins it to the wall, and it starts to squeal and continue to kick. And as it continues to kick, it moves ever so more slowly until it's hanging off the wall.
Nice one, Yari. You skewered that little leg butt.
Gar, what are we doing here? We need to get away. I don't like fishing, but this is much worse.
I agree. Dude, those little things were pretty ornery.
Well, considering that I've taken upon so much danger upon myself to release those things, I'm going to see if there's anything worth protecting in that cabinet. I take a look in the cabinet to see if there's anything besides the 4 giant centipedes.
You look inside and you can see kind of what looks like a hole going back down into the wall behind, but nothing of value.
Okay. Okay, so just gonna throw this out here. Anyone else feeling a short rest, or does everyone else want to keep moving?
Want to get out of here as soon as possible.
I don't think we need to linger. Obviously, there's something that knows we're here, so I don't know how much rest y'all gonna get.
There's the footsteps go up the stairs here, and there's a whole nother floor. So I'd like to keep going.
You notice a door here as well.
I go up the, I know it's a rough stairwell, but I'm going to try to attempt to get up to the top.
The rope that was tied off at the top allows you to quickly get up to the top.
Yeah, Gar's gonna use the rope too.
Okay. Joe. Angle follows.
All right, so you all are heading upstairs. Let me get you upstairs real quick. Hold on. So, Sybil, you went up, and Gar follows. What's everybody else doing?
Yari is basically hugging Gar as he follows up the stairs as much as
And
possible.
Ankle, you go up too? Ankle.
Cameron.
Go.
You go up the stairs?
I'm going up.
Okay, great. So everybody goes up the stairs. You make it to the top of the stairs. And along the north wall of this area, a staircase descends to the ground floor of the rear of the house, which you all just experienced. The treads are loose and perilous.
Hey, whoa, y'all know that this stair goes down too? That's wild.
Stairs are wont to do that.
This is the stairs. This is how stairs work. We do not even have that many stairs in the swamp, but we have roots that basically act as stairs, and you go up and down the stairs, usually in and out of mud. But we know that this goes up and down. Sybil, have you not used the stairs before?
No, this is the first time I'm ever seen anything like this. Thank you, by the way, for that biology lesson. I feel like I'm learning so much. I feel like I've already gotten the treasure just being with y'all and soaking up all the knowledge. So just, wow.
Biology, are the stairs alive?
So I imagine this is the highest up in the sky you have ever been in your whole life. So take it in. What do you think of this perspective?
Yeah, it's mind blowing. It's just simply, I mean, I'm in awe, but I'm, still tempted to just keep pressing on despite just how incredible the view is up here. Hey, can we get going?
Speaking of pressing on, you notice those footprints going any particular way?
The footprints continue down the hallway. So, kind of this way and south.
I think that might be our best guess of where they're going. Cigar's gonna go down that hallway, following the footprints.
You do notice, I'll say this as well. Another staircase on the east wall, kind of where you all were standing. At first, when you all got up here, just quickly moving up, you hadn't noticed it, but the stairs mostly collapsed. Only the lower 6 steps are still intact, and there's no easy access to the hole in the ceiling where the staircase used to lead. A heap of rotten timber lies in the northeast corner. That would be right here. As you look up, you can see just this dark hole leading up to another level above you.
Do I see anything when I look up the dark hole?
You can go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can notice anything.
16.
You look up? No. There's just a dankness in this house. It's like a moldy mildew. And you hear nothing apart from the wind creaking through the building.
Should we, Gar, do you want to, Grunwee, do you want to go up? Sure, Gar could throw you up there.
I will jump up there when we
Let
are
us-
done checking out this floor.
I agree that we should save the attic for later. Let's investigate the current floor.
There's a door right here. And there's a door right here.
I think Gar's gonna go to the far door and put his ear up against it.
Okay. Roll a perception check if you could, to see if you can hear anything. No, you're worried about your friend Yari. He, was incapacitated for a moment, and then he stood up real quick, and he threw a few daggers, and you can hear him breathing heavily in your ear. It's hard to hear through that.
Gar, we really should. I know you were into killing now, but, there's, fish that need catching, and what about the house? There's all kinds of things out there, and...
Yeah, but Yari, this is the first time we ever been on a treasure hunt. I know that mean old bug bit you real bad, but come on, man, this will be fun.
We always have had different ideas of fun.
You can open the door?
Yeah, I think he's gonna. Well, first of all, where did we notice the footsteps going?
The footsteps continue down the hall.
Okay.
They seem to enter into this room. But then you also see footsteps leading this way and off to the east.
If you're doing the...
Yeah, we're not seeing that.
Yeah, I didn't see which doors you were indicating.
The door was here. This one? Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong level. Sorry. The door was this one. And then they come here and head east around the corner.
Okay.
So they come from here and they go here.
They were walking down the hall. You followed it up the steps, basically.
Okay.
It almost looks like they enter this room. And then it looks like they potentially exit that room and continue walking down the hall.
Okay.
Sybil knocks on this door and says, housekeeping.
No response.
Housekeeping. and opens the door.
Okay. Upon opening the door, this room appears to have been used for storage. You see a large, ill-made oak chest stands under the window, its lid closed. Elsewhere in the room lie 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected little dust, appearing to have been placed here only recently.
Do these look like clothing for a particular profession?
Okay. I didn't roll that, but sorry.
No, you see
any intel to get from the clothing itself?
You start looking at the clothing, and you see a looks like a man's shirt, a man's pair of trousers. That's about it.
Okay. I'm gonna go to that chest, and I'm gonna do like how Link does it, and just like try to kick it open.
As you do, nothing.
Bruh. What kind of dungeon is this?
So there's 3 broken chairs.
Yeah, there's a number of broken pieces of furniture in here. 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack.
A mildewed sack, you say?
Indeed.
Just for something to do, since it's a cantrip I've got, I'm tempted to use Identify on those clothes to figure out a little bit more about them, but I don't want to waste a spell slot we might need for healing later, so I'm just going to use my mending cantrip and fix those chairs.
Okay, so the chairs, you can see some like broken bits on the chairs, some scratches, some general scratches heal on the chairs. You can see that some pieces of it form, but it's almost like now you've got different shaped legs, like some are real long, some are real short. So the chairs are still not functional, though they have clean, kind of finished edges now.
I'm almost done. One last thing, I want to just kind of take a longer look at that sack. I want to know what was in that sack.
All right. You'd like to investigate the sack? You're more than welcome to.
Okay. So that's an investigation check.
So, I mean, it's up to you. You can either just go willy-nilly in, or you can kind of like bomb squat it and walk up and try and investigate.
I'm going to poke the tip of the sack with my rapier and try and slowly lift it open to see if anything comes scuttling out.
You touch it, you lift, and as you do...
Does one part of the sack hang lower than the other?
You hear, and a wool sock falls out.
Is it a particularly stiff sock?
The sock. It looks fairly normal, actually.
I'm going to use all of my senses to investigate this sack.
Okay, so you just open up the sack and start tearing through it. And
that
as you do,
tasting, right?
Yeah, you said all of your senses. So I won't even make you roll for this. You start just tearing through the sack, and as you do, an inordinate amount of wool socks keep coming out. You're pulling, sock after sock after sock.
So are these socks mildewy, or is the mildew coming from something else?
Oh yeah, no, the socks are gross smelling. There's one in there that is kind of crusty.
That's the one I taste the hardest.
You want to keep that sock?
No.
Do you taste it? Please tell me you taste it.
I said all my senses. I guess that's one of the ones I tasted, sure.
The show is now officially not PG-13.
Can you please roll a con save?
You are now pregnant.
So
I feel a little bit better, you guys.
Temporary hit points.
You're fine. You're fine.
Protein.
Good. Okay, what's everybody else doing? Gar and Yari. And Grunwy,
So
Is it safe to say that you just pulled the wool over your eyes?
psychic damage to everyone.
Well, I think Gar hasn't heard any screaming from the other room, so I think he's gonna go ahead and open this door, and step in.
Yeah, maybe the
Alright.
chest in that room will have something.
So the damp mold covers portions of the walls and ceiling in this large bedroom, and rubbish is strewn liberally about the floor. In the center is a single mattress that's been badly torn, from which stuffing protrudes. Under the window sits a large wooden chest, timber split and its lid closed.
I'm just gonna step away from that chest.
So I think Gar's gonna go up to the chest and
Investigate first, says Angle, remember.
I'm gonna ready an action. I want to cast a firebolt if anything leaps out of that chest.
So I guess Gar's gonna come to the side of the chest and kind of look at it from the side here, getting out of the way of any firebolts or spells that might come hurling at the chest.
So everybody stops. And you slowly put your hook down. And in a moment you lift. And out of it comes drab, rotten clothing.
Cast firebolt.
The moldy clothes burst into just like a ball of fire, and spores kind of spread throughout the air. Gar, are you allergic to mold in any way?
I don't think so. He lives in the swamp and he's used to like moldy, wet things.
Yeah, Yari, you're less accustomed to it, and so you have a bout of sneezing that kind of takes over.
Yep. Got the black lung now.
Okay. So,
Anything else of interest in the room?
you look around, you can see kind of some clothing, a pile of documents, but upon closer inspection, it's all rotted. All of the ink has kind of spread out. Nothing is actually legible.
Same kind of clothing as the other, or like older, something that's been here longer?
So the socks were moldy. The pile of clothes you found were not. These clothes you found are moldy.
Did anybody grab those not so moldy clothes?
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna go back, double back, and just grab them real quick.
Okay, so you grab the clothes. So you have like a commoner's shirt, like a normal set of clothing.
Cool.
I have two theories, gentlemen. Either we are in the abode of a shape-shifting army of some kind, or there's an enchantment making things that are not clothing appear to be clothing. It's also possible that I'm under the effects of centipede venom.
And whatever was in that sock.
Had a bit of an alkaline taste, kind of like turmeric.
Oh, I know turmeric. That didn't smell like turmeric.
Turmeric,
smell
maybe.
like walk
Maybe
by.
more like cumin.
Well, it's not like one Eric, eh?
So, Gar, as you walk up, you look down, and you can see railing in a varied state of decay and the staircase leading down into the main room that you had seen prior. Off to your right, you see a hallway leading down with two more doors. To your south, you see a hallway leading down to a window. And then to your east, you see a hallway leading down with a number of windows, and then it kind of gets lost in shadow.
Okay. So
the
I
big
think
Is this a window right here? Sorry, is that a window?
Yeah, Grunwy, you're looking out a window, yes.
Okay. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think Gar wants to keep following the footprints, or is that where Sybil's headed?
I just kind of moved out the way so everyone could see.
The footprints are this way.
Okay, so I think wants to keep following the footprints.
Okay, so you'll keep following the footprints. And let's see, as you do, go ahead and keep walking. As you approach, you see 2 windows on your left, and you see 3 doors on your right. One right here, one right here, and one right here.
Do we notice the footprints go into any particular one?
As you look, you can see that the footprints continue down the hallway. This door.
I think that's the one that we're gonna come up. Gary, Yari, my ears ain't been doing too good on me. You want to see if there's anything behind this door? And Gar's gonna step aside.
I want to see if anything's behind the door. I want to get out. Why are we going in the direction of the footprints? We should be going in the opposite direction.
Yari,
As he's complaining, he's going.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check if you could, Yari.
Perception. 18.
Okay, so Yari, you put your ear to the door, and as you do, you don't hear anything, but you do notice a key kind of conspicuously left in the middle of the hallway.
Well, what good fortune. There's a key in the middle of the hallway, which is not suspicious at all.
Well, here, Yari, I can pick it up if you get one of those trusted daggers and you don't stab me in the hand.
Everybody hang on. I taste the key before I give it to Yari.
So Yari's just got a dagger in hand. First person he sees that's not a part of this group.
I mean, we are just level 1, so maybe it's just one of them easy puzzles where the key's just right there and you just gotta pick it up.
No,
You
we're
put the
on
key in your
level
mouth,
2.
and
Level
you
1 was
taste...
earlier.
Angle, you put the key in your mouth and you taste oil.
It's fresh. Oily. I hand it to Yari very, with a certain air of ceremony.
Yari motions to Gar with his dagger to give it to him because to grab it, he would have to, not be ready to throw his dagger.
I hand it to Gar.
So Gar's gonna take the key and he's gonna be like, Angle, did this key taste like any one of these 3 particular doors, or like a chest, or...
Well, let me think. Okay, so I have not tasted any of the chests here, but if you'd like, I can taste some of these other doors. I guess, moving left to right, I'm gonna taste those 3 doors, and then the 4th door at the end the steps led to.
Great. So I need 3 perception checks if you could.
Okay. Okay, so first door, leftmost door.
Yeah, so you put your tongue into the keyhole, which is a weird thing for me to say out loud. And as you do, it tastes kind of metallic and almost acrid. You don't get any of that oil.
Okay. This is a more acidic keyhole. Okay, I'm going to do the middle door
Next.
now.
Yep. So you put your tongue in this hole, and immediately as you come out, Ranwi looks at you and is kind of startled as a big clump of gray mold is clinging onto your tongue. You've basically got like a pom-pom at the end of your tongue right now. So please incorporate that into your speech.
I got
Granwy kind of opens his big gob and you see his big tongue kind of curled up, and then he's just trying to indicating brush it off. You got something on your tongue.
I spit a few times, so that door's a maybe. And then I'm gonna do perception on the 3rd door.
Sure.
I'm getting a lot of keyholes tonight.
So Jebediah walks up. You actually pull the clump of mold off of your tongue, and before you even put your tongue on this lock, just the smell of it, you can smell the oil on this lock.
this key goes to this lock here. I'm sure of it. Let me go back and taste that second doorknob a second time, second keyhole a second time, just to be 100%. Nope. I'm certain it's this one. This is the oily keyhole.
All right. If you say you seem to be the master tongue licking smith. So I guess I'll try this door. So Gar's gonna take the key. He'll put it in the door, turn the key.
It easily turns, and you've felt a well-oiled lock before. The door opens.
Gar's gonna step inside.
So as you look, in the southeast corner of this decayed bedroom lies a man. He's alive, though bound and gagged. He's clad only in undergarments and appears to have no weapon or equipment.
Oh goodness, y'all, there's somebody here. I wonder this might be the owner of those clothes you found.
I'm still not 100% certain he's not some kind of malicious shapeshifter.
Grunwee,
Yes.
as you step on that square, you hear, and I need you to make a dex save, please.
All right.
Before the floor is able to fall out from beneath you, you hop out of the way, hop back one square, and you now have survived a collapsing floor.
All right.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, the floor is not safe. Just everybody watch your step.
So Gar, you approach.
Yeah, I think he's gonna approach and kind of kneel down. He's cautious, but he wants to make sure that this person is okay.
Just do the mouth first. Leave him tied up.
Oh, hello there. Can you hear it? Can you hear me?
He kind of opens his eyes and looks at you wild-eyed and fearful. Have you taken his gag off?
No, I haven't taken his gag off. But is he trying to speak?
He's just looking at you, kind of breathing heavily through his nose.
So I think Gar will reach and try and very gently pull the gag off.
Thanks now about that.
What are you doing here? Who are you? Are you okay?
You know, you're
Yeah.
missing some clothes.
I am missing some clothes. I was just traveling through, headed towards Saltmarsh, coming from Seaton. It's up near Fandolin, and I was looking for a place to stay the night, and I saw this house, and so I stayed here, and then entered through the back door, came upstairs, and then I was attacked from behind, and I was knocked unconscious. Next thing I know, I wake up here, and I've been here, I don't know, a day, maybe more. I don't know.
So somebody or something attacked you. Did you get a look at him? Could you hear anything?
No, I was completely taken unawares. Attacked from behind. He kind of like shows his head. And you can see what looks like maybe dried blood on the back of his head.
The whole time he's talking, I'm carefully parsing his words to see if there's any intentional mendiacy in there. Is he misleading us or omitting anything consciously?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll an insight check if you'd like.
Okay. 24.
So hold on. I'll message you. How about that?
Okie
Not that. Sorry. I'm gonna get that little. There's no one. Let me see.
Let me see. My name is Mario. We figured out the name.
Okay. So I'm standing next to Granwy and Sybil, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm actually gonna see if I can get Yari's attention just by tapping on Yari. And I'm gonna try and get Granwy's attention by tapping on Granwy's shoulder. Are they both paying attention to Angle now?
I don't know.
Yari turns and like almost flings a dagger at you.
Yeah, Granwy looks in attention.
Angle points at the bound man, and just I'm gonna need you guys to both switch to the camera in Discord. Angle just mouths the words in common. Were you guys able to perceive that?
I think so.
Okay.
Yari throws a dagger.
Yeah, I think Granwy's just gonna pull his bow out. He's just gonna draw his bow.
Do you throw a dagger at who, Yari?
At the bound and gagged man.
Okay. He is restrained. So what do you roll?
I mean, it would be at advantage. Is he prone?
Yeah, he's lying on the ground.
Okay, so it's
Ankles and
disadvantage.
wrists.
It's
Yeah.
disadvantage because it's a ranged attack, but advantage because he's restrained.
Cancels out.
So just a normal straight roll. And he'll like shout like, "Gar, get away!"
Okay.
Gar's gonna like turn. He doesn't move, but he sees this dagger like whip past him.
So this shoulder sticks him right above the collarbone in the left side of his chest. What the hell? Just what is going? What?
Angle.
Were you the ones that attacked me?
Angle, plasma count. You're lying about something. You're lying about something.
What do you want from me?
I want you to behave in a trustworthy manner.
Oh God, I've been stabbed.
Well, technically, friend, you haven't been stabbed. You've been attacked by a throwing knife. It's a little different.
Is there spiders coming out of him?
You
I
look
can't
at
see.
him, and yeah, I mean, he's bleeding out of a wound, and you can see him kind of hyperventilating as you've now attacked a bound, incapacitated man.
I'm sorry, friend. My friend is a little jumpy here. We've been attacked by a lot of spiders and other kind of creepy crawlers in this place.
What would I have done?
I don't know, friend. I guess they got a little spooked at but my friend here says that you's not being on the up and up with us.
You have. You're withholding something you know we want to know.
Can I please not have a knife in my body, please?
Well, friend, I'm a little worried if I pull it out, it's gonna make it worse. But if you want, I can.
Gar, it cost me 2 gold.
Yari, can you please make a dex save? Wow, you all are rolling like gods. So as the boards right below your feet begin to collapse, you hop out of the way and hop against the wall, kind of back in the spot you were before. So he kind of looks at you and glares and is like, "Serves you right, you dumb dwarf." What the? Please take this knife out of my shoulder.
Okay, I knew he was untrustworthy, but I didn't know he was racist. That's new information.
Gar's gonna, I guess, pull the knife out of his shoulder, and then kind of flip it, but very gently to Yari. So he's not gonna throw it at him.
Yari will take it, kind of clean it off, and one of my daggers dirty.
I don't know what this gentleman is hiding, but I am certain he's untrustworthy. He is malicious, or he's withholding something, or maybe he's just a, I don't know, shady type. I'm unclear, but I'm certain there is something about this gentleman we will wish to know before we unbind him.
I'd really like to not be bleeding. If you all can do anything about this, please.
Oh, well,
I have spare the dying if someone can just kill him the rest of the way.
Yari's a little bit pissed about being called a stupid dwarf. And...
Is that a drow?
He doesn't really want to get close.
On a hunch, Angle switches to Elven. Are you from the Underdark, friend?
He is just still kind of wild-eyed, looking around the room, looking at all of you like, can you please untie me?
At this point, Yari has a dagger in each hand and has cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand is holding a dagger.
Okay, great. So he's like, all right, fine. My name's Ned, and I'm here.
Crap name.
What's your name?
You have to earn it.
It's a stupid name too.
Jobadiah Angel, lonely cleric of a secretive god.
Well, so I wasn't coming from Seaton, okay? I wasn't coming from near Phandalin. I was here just walking around the house, and I got clocked on the head, and I'm from Saltmarsh, and I'd heard things about this place, and so I was just, looking for myself, and
Now you see why we had
untie
to stab you.
I'm gonna do an insight check on that follow-up story.
You don't believe him?
I am skeptical.
All right. See.
Yari has a passive insight of 14 as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so those particular statements were true. And what were you doing?
Know
here?
that.
I'm not explaining for you. What were you doing here in this here mansion? What did you want?
I heard that there was stuff here. I don't know. Just
What stuff?
something to sell back in town. I don't know.
What stuff specifically were you looking
I don't know. There was nothing specific about what I knew. I was just genuinely interested, and I came here. And obviously, it's got me in a lot of trouble because I've not only been clocked on the head and knocked unconscious. Who knows what impacts that's going to have on me? But also, I've been stabbed by a bunch of crazies.
Speaking about that, Sybil, do you mind throwing me some of those clothes? Maybe I can try and stop the bleeding here.
Close.
Yeah. The whole point was to give him back to their original owners, so here's you go.
That's me.
Here you go. I'm gonna. He's gonna try it. So where he's like bleeding out of like his shoulder or what?
Yeah, it's like right below his collarbone on the left side, kind of here.
Okay. So I think he's gonna Gar's gonna take that shirt and like kind of like wrap it around him and like maybe try and make a bandage that kind of goes across his chest like that.
I'd like to put my shirt on. Can any of you heal me?
I've only got the one. I believe I only have enough power for one healing left today, and I need that for my compatriots here. Here, how about this? Can I do a can I like let's see. Let me see if I have the equipment for this. Inventory.
Well,
clothes,
regardless, he looks at Gar and he's like, "Can you please cut me loose?"
Well, friend, again, we're sorry about the stabbing. Don't do anything crazy, and I think I can cut you loose.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. All right, friend.
I'm very skeptical about that not going to do anything statement.
Okay. Gar's just gonna he's got a passive insight of 11, so he thinks he's just being truthful to him and fine.
Yep.
So he's gonna just take his hand axe and cut his he'll cut his legs, whatever's binding his legs, and then his arms.
Yep. So he kind of stands up and immediately clutches his shoulder and is leaning onto his knees, and then he looks up at you, Gar. He's like, "My name's Ned."
We knew that.
What's your name?
Hey Ned, my name's Gar Thibodeau. I fish in Saltmarsh with my friend there, Yari, who you weren't too friendly to, but again, he did throw a dagger into your shoulder.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we're here looking for something too, and I think there's been some things that have been attacking us. Clearly, the floor has fallen. It seems like that the more of us that are here looking, maybe the better chances we have of finding something and getting out of here with our skins.
Okay, I'm ready to follow. I came here to find something, so let's find something.
What have you checked out already? Have you seen anywhere anything that would lead you to know where this thing you're looking for would be?
Like I said before, I came in the back door, I came in the kitchen, went up the stairs, and then I got clocked on the back of the head. After that, I woke up in this room. That's all I saw.
You didn't happen to find anything in them there treasure chests on the way over this room, did you?
He kind of points to the fact that he's just in his underwear. He's like,
Well, yeah, before the clocking of the head, I'm saying, did you happen to get a gander at anything that was in them treasure chests?
nope. What treasure chests are you talking about?
I'm gonna insight check him because his clothes were in a room where there was a treasure chest.
Sure.
Just a second. My D&D Beyond is being slow. Very slow. Here we go.
Yeah. No, he,
It's a 5.
I'll give it to you, Sybil.
Now, a quick note. His image makes him look like a drow. We would know what a drow looks like, right?
You may. I mean, it depends on where you're from.
Angle has traveled a lot, so he's broadly familiar with the subtypes of elf.
Okay. Well, are we gonna get going?
Yeah, Gronwy starts leaving towards the door. He's in the hallway.
Angle is going to keep his attention on Ned. Hey, Ned, how about you stay in the middle of our party? I'm going to be watching you very closely.
All right. Can we adjust when we get out into this hallway? I don't quite trust this floor.
You can say that again, and I think Gar's going to try and retrace his steps coming in, but he's going to be looking very carefully at the floorboards to make sure that...
Yeah, so slowly start following our way out. Grunwee walks down the hallway.
Yep, Gronwy's gonna, again, kinda... This is a door right here, correct?
Correct.
I think he's just gonna open it up. Just gonna check it out.
Okay. So
I'll walk
as you open this door, let's see.
I think
This bedroom.
just really quick,
Go ahead.
he'll have his bow drawn and kind of push the door open to his back, kind of have a readied bow.
Okay. So this bedroom has no furniture, but rubbish is scattered everywhere, and webs cover the walls and ceiling. From the doorway, you can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object from your torch.
Well, I'm gonna go. He's just gonna beeline it right towards it. I mean, I say beeline it. He's gonna carefully step towards it. I think. You know, being aware of, like, in the last room, floors were falling. You know, I think he'll kind of slowly approach, put it in a straight line.
Is the fireplace right here?
I'm sorry. Is it over there?
Yeah, fireplace is right here. So.
Okay. Well, he doesn't
right in
go
front
far
of Grunwy.
then.
So, Grunwy, are you going to be moving? Are you going to be moving in such a way to where, like, for your perception check, are you checking the floor and, like, using your foot to check around with the floor?
Yes.
Are you checking the room, like, visually or auditorily, or?
More checking with his feet, kind of a feel like he's got long legs, right? So he'll kind of extend them out front, push down with his web toes, sort of thing.
All right. So go ahead and roll a perception check if you could.
Okay.
Yari sees all the spider webs and dips out of the room.
Yeah, I think while since last time we got surprised with spiders when we were checking out a fireplace, I think Gar's gonna ready hit an action with his axe to smash any spiders if anything comes out.
Okay. You rolled, what did you roll? 24?
Yep.
So as you're standing there and you're touching with your feet, floor feels pretty solid. But coming out of the walls, you see 2 swarms of spiders beginning to just flow down the walls, similarly to what you had seen prior. And I need for everybody to please go ahead and roll initiative as we are entering combat once more.
I think Justin and I both had readied actions, right?
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that after the initiative is rolled.
Cool.
Oh, hey.
All right.
When the spiders pop out, I'm a little disappointed that you're not playing Crawling in the Dark by Hoobastank.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I will labor to be better in the future. All right. Everybody in? Wait, let me get May as well. Okay. So, do I have everybody? Gar,
I'm
Ned,
not-
Grunwy, Yari. Are you gonna roll?
I already did.
Oh, what'd you roll?
20.
20. Okay.
I rolled above Yari. Oh,
Yeah,
hang
I
on.
gotcha.
We wanted to. Sorry, it says you want to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid.
Nope, I got it. You're in. All right. So to start, those of you that had held actions, please go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Gar.
Oh, okay. So Gar's just taken his hand axe, and he's already flipped it so that the flat of the blade is, like, ready to swing, and so he's gonna swing that at the spiders.
All right. Let's see what you got. 20. Which one are you swinging at? This one?
Yeah, just whatever one's closest to me.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not
As this
raging
happens.
anymore, so that's not +2. That's just 9.
Okay, so 9 points of damage, reduced to 5 as the spiders, number of them skitter out of the way. And Sybil, you're up.
Well, sorry, Grunwy had a ready.
Oh yeah,
action.
sorry.
So are either of these kind of on the ceiling coming down?
They're kind of flowing down the ceiling, yes.
Okay, so if I use my longbow, they would be sufficient range to not be, like, right up on me, sort of thing.
They're pretty close to you. I mean, you were the one that was investigating the fireplace, so you kind of initiated this.
Right. I think he's still gonna try to just take a quick shot at the ones close to the door.
Okay. This will be at disadvantage, though.
Okay. 23.
23 or a 9. So you shoot and it gets stuck into the drywall behind you. You can hear this, like, spongy thud as it hits. It almost sounds like a body. And the spiders continue to flow down the wall past it. Sybil, you're up. You're on deck.
All right.
Did we skip me?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So Jobadiah.
Okay, so really quickly, how does Ned seem to be reacting to all of this?
He's freaking out. Yeah, he does not like spiders, it seems.
despite being a drow.
He seems to not like spiders.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Yari. Okay, so seeing as I can't really... Now, he's not technically an ally, so I can't move through him, can I?
No, you may not.
Okay. Okay, basically, I'm going to hold my action. If Ned attempts to flee, I'm going to, I guess, strike him I'm going to attack him with my rapier and try and strike him unconscious with non-lethal damage.
Okay, that's great. Sybil, you're up. Yari, you're on deck.
I'm gonna do one of them acid splashes on this mofo.
Okay.
So they gotta make a dex save of 14.
They rolled a 4.
That will not do it. Acid damage.
5 acid damage as this splashes onto them. You can see it over their bodies just turn into this like weird ichorish goo as they continue to slide down the wall. The skittering continues as they flow down the walls from cracks up above. Right, Yari, you're on deck. Yari, you're up. Grunwy, you're on deck.
All right. So let's see if you'll let me do that. So I would like to use my action to technically push, but in this case, I want to pull and switch positions with Ned. If
yeah, we'll do
You're
strength.
doing
We'll do
a-
strength
a
check.
but like
castle
just like
move
basically
over there.
do the push thing, so it would be like which would normally be like my athletics versus his either athletics or acrobatics.
We'll do
So maybe 5.
his. Yeah, let's go ahead
Okay.
and do. All right, he rolled a 6.
I rolled a 3.
So you
I
push
go
him,
to-
and he pushes back, and he's like,
Like
Stupid
time
dwarf.
to your worst friend.
That's gonna be a paddling.
And I will then bonus action be like, well, when I don't know what to do, might as well have a drink. And he'll pop a drink for himself and hand one to Sybil.
okay, for inspiration.
Yeah, and give Sybil inspiration.
Yes.
Great. So Sybil is inspired, and Yari is inspired.
Well, I'm not inspired. I just
Oh, sorry.
like
I see.
I
see.
don't
Yeah.
I don't let anyone drink alone. So
Yep. No, I get you. Grunwy, you're up.
Granwy is going to disengage to kind of this back corner over here. So he's gonna just kind of bolt over here.
Okay,
And
so the
that'll be it.
spiders are continuing to swarm, and you hop, actually pushing off of the ceiling, and then spin in the air and land over on the other side of the room.
Nice, that'll be it.
Okay. Ned is going to go ahead and take the dodge action, and is going to just stand in the hallway, like trying to move behind Jobadiah. Do you let him move past you, Jobadiah?
No.
Okay, yeah. So he's just continually trying to be as like out of the way as humanly possible.
I say to him in Elven again, I'm not going to let you run away that easily. Does he...
He's kind of wide-eyed.
I say something a little bit, just to kind of see if I can get a rise. Dwarves, am I right?
Still wide-eyed, trying to get past you.
There's no
So-
indication he understands Elven, is there?
Not that you were able to see. So moving closer to Sybil, you see the swarm of spiders by the door. Go ahead and take a bite. Does a 4, a natural 1, hit you, Sybil?
Not this time.
Right. Gar, you're up.
So Gar's gonna he's gonna I guess flip the axe to the side that doesn't have squish spiders on it and swing at these other spiders in front of him.
Okay. $14 will hit. Whew. It's like 4. Okay, so You do another 4 points of damage. You see like a big clump, and as you swing, they all skitter and move away before you're able to squash all of them. So you got a few, but not as many as you'd hoped. Are you gonna move? Do anything else?
Let's see. My bonus action. Okay, I have a question. So I have my shield strapped, my giant pan strapped to my hand, and then I have my axe. I have two-weapon fighting. Can I do an unarmed strike as a bonus action with my shield?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
There's special shields you can do that with, but you're not brandishing one.
Okay, gotcha. So let's see.
You can drop the shield if you'd like.
It just says with a different light melee weapon. Does it count as?
Yeah, shield doesn't count as a melee weapon.
Counts as armor.
It counts as armor. Okay. So can I do an no, because I guess two-weapon fighting, you got to have one weapon in either hand, right?
Correct.
Okay,
It
so
has to be a light weapon. I don't know if a hand axe is a light weapon.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Well then, I don't think.
You
I
gonna
don't
move or
wanna-
anything like that?
No, because that would trigger an attack of opportunity. I think I'm just gonna stay there.
All right, sounds good. So this other one is going to look at you as you've been squashing people out of it, and it's going to attack you with a 5, which will
No.
not be successful. All right,
No.
so it moves up a little bit outside
And
of
Gar's gonna swing at it as it does.
Nope, it's still in your attack range, so it hasn't
it is,
provoked an
okay.
attack of opportunity.
Gotcha.
Angle, you're up. Sybil, you're on deck.
I look Ned right in his big wide eyes. Answer me in Elvish, or I'm going to attack you with my rapier. Say anything in Elvish. Does he say
And he
anything
looks at
in
you
Elvish?
and he says, "Why do you want to talk in Elvish?" In Elvish.
When I see abandoned clothes, I assume there's a shapeshifter afoot. I wasn't sure you were actually a drow. You are a drow?
I am.
What brings you this far from the Underdark?
6 seconds have passed.
Fair enough. I'm going to continue to actively block his path. If that's going to
Okay.
require me to roll anything, that's all I'm
Nope,
doing.
no. We'll just say you're taking the dodge action, and it's preventing him from doing it as well. All right, ready? Sybil.
Sure. I'm gonna grab these spiders by the balls and do a shocking grasp.
Okay. They dislike that. Shocking grasp. They flow out of the way as you try and grasp them, and
Shit rolls tonight.
you realize they have no balls for some reason. These are weird spiders. These
Something wrong with
spiders
these spiders.
definitely have balls. Yeah.
They're all widows.
All right, you moving?
No.
Okay, Yara, you're up.
All right. I really don't like being near Spider. Yeah, he's going to try to throw Ned. Switch places with Ned again.
All right.
Be like, aren't you guys like friends?
He rolled a 9.
Yeah, he rolled a 3.
Yep. So he's like, "Stop trying to shove me."
Can't you command them or something?
No. Gosh, no. All right. Are you stuck? You done?
That's actually, he's going to. Would Ned? Yeah. After that, he's going to go ahead and go past Sybil, and he will take the spider attack of opportunity.
All right. So that spider swarm will attack you for a 17.
What the fuck? Yeah.
10 points of piercing damage as these spiders crawl up into your shirt and into your jerkin and attack you, biting you. You can feel their teeth sink into your flesh.
Yeah, that might not have been the best move.
Oh no.
Yari's down.
Oh no.
All right. So Yari, panicked, starts to try and get past, rushes past Sybil, and causes a number of spiders to jump onto him. And, all right, Grunwee.
All right, Granwy is going to take a shot at this one, kind of right in front of Gar.
Okay. 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage, please.
10 damage.
Points of piercing damage. So again, what you see as a large clump by the time the arrow reaches its prize is not as large of a clump as you had thought. It's still, you can see a number of the spiders lying dead on the ground before you, but they are still alive and still kicking, coming after people.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Ned now is going to try and push past Jobadiah.
Okay.
Contested athletics, so strength.
Okay.
You rolled a 14.
Do I roll athletics or do I roll strength?
Athletics.
Ha!
15. So he almost gets past, but then you pin him against the wall, and with your shoulder scraping through the decaying drywall, you push him back in place. And he's like, "Did you see what they just did to that guy? Did you see? We've got to get out of here."
You're going to stick with us and help us. If you run off on your own, you're dead.
Okay. It is the spider swarm turn. So it's going to take a look at Sybil again, and is going to take a chomp at Sybil. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
All right, so that does not work. Gar, you are up.
So Gar's gonna kind of come up to these spiders so that he's kind of next to both of them, and then he's going to swing his hand axe at the one that he's been trying to squish.
All right, these.
Yeah.
A natural 20 will hit. So 8 doubled. It's 16.
16.
So you look at these spiders and see that they're all flowing around, kind of noticing a pattern. And instead of using your hand axe, you actually slip it into your belt real quick, and you just belly flop on top of all of them.
Love it.
Standing back up, you've got spider legs and thoraxes, body parts covering your stomach.
Well, that was effective.
Jobadiah, you're up.
So I've just basically decided that Ned is going to be an ongoing liability. So I apologize for forgetting a rule, but like with 5e, can you just like specify you're trying to do non-lethal damage when you reduce someone to 0, or is it just damage?
Yeah, you can do non-lethal.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use Toll of the Dead. Let's see. So he's got to roll.
That's a wisdom save, right?
Correct. And he's still wounded because we never healed him, right?
Nope. And he rolled a 7.
Okay. He takes. Hang on. He takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and because he's missing hit points, he takes an additional 1d12. So he takes a d8.
It switches to a 1d12.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he takes 3 damage.
3 damage as this rocks, and you kind of point at him, and you feel this reverberating energy coming out of your hand, and it hits him in the head, and he clutches his head and screams, "Ah! What are you doing?" Ah! And, is that your turn?
I was aiming for the spiders. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Sybil, you're up. You're on deck.
Yeah, let's I mean, I can't miss 3 times in a row. That would be impossible. So
You have inspiration.
Yep.
I believe in you, Billy.
okay, I will I know they don't have balls, but I'm just gonna shock them anyway.
Okay. A 12.
You want to use your inspiration?
Do I need to
Or-
decide before I find out if it's a hit or miss?
No.
You do.
Yes.
Roll after.
I need to
You
decide.
gotta
that.
decide before you know whether it's.
Okay.
Oh,
I will burn it. Sure. I will
Okay.
burn a cat.
So that's another 1d6.
Yeah, so add a d6.
Oh. Okay. I was thinking something else. Okay, so add a d6 to that. So
Add a d6 to the 12 to hit.
okay. 13.
13 will hit.
Yes.
Did I need a 13 or did I just need a 12?
You will never know. As you do 10 points of shocking
It's
damage.
really
to
like
the
a
swarm.
15 and you just gave it to me. I'll take it.
It shocks through them, and as it does, you can see them. They all start to
8
begin to
points
fall.
of that. Sweet. Like,
Wait, I thought it was 10.
No,
Oh,
no,
I see what you're saying.
I re-rolled the attack. I thought that.
I got you. Okay, so yeah, 8 points of damage as this shocks through them.
Do the spiders speak abyssal?
You look at the swarm of spiders, and you can't quite tell if they speak abyssal or not.
Well, I'm just wondering if I hear anything in abyssal that would register as like my balls.
We can find out on your turn if you so choose. Sybil, are you going to stay there?
They're alive?
They're alive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna stare them down.
All right. Yari, you're up. Granui, you're on deck. Yari, first death save, please.
Yep. Working on it. Peel. Yeah,
That is
that's
a
about right.
fail. Yari has 1 fail. All right, Granui.
Granui is just gonna take a shot at the other pack.
All right, let's see what you can do. 18 will hit.
All right, and 12 points of damage.
Reduced to 6 as they skitter about. Ooh, there's not many left, but they're still standing and menacing you all.
Yep,
So
that's it.
Ned is going to shift course and try and push past Sybil. So Ned rolled a natural 20. So an athletics check, please, Sybil.
Is he like knocking me over?
Yeah, he's trying to push past you.
Oh, hell no.
As Sybil is moved by Ned, he pushes you out of the way. You're pinned up against the wall, and he's going to continue to try and run past. These spiders are going to take a bite and miss as Ned continues to run. Okay. Next up is... Hold on.
Spiders.
Does he trip over my body?
Spiders. He does not trip over your body. He's pretty nimble-footed. Next up are the spiders. Spiders are going to turn and look at Gar, who has squished so many, and will take a
Imagine all
chomp
these
at
little
Gar.
spiders slowly turning to all look at you.
Just in unison. For 5 to hit.
5 does not hit.
Okay, Gar, it is your turn.
Gar's gonna look at the spiders. He's gonna pat his belly, and then whip his axe again against the spiders.
Okay. Yep, that'll hit. 3 damage is what you needed. As, again, like a giant wall of flesh, all the spiders are going... So you hear it in common, not in abyssal, as they are squished beneath the might and girth of Gar.
They're dead. I'm going to dash over to Yari and immediately cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Gar's very concerned about Yari as well.
So Yari, you're stabilized,
Yep.
but you're at 0.
Yep.
Okay.
Granui is gonna search for that shiny object.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna use my last heal, y'all, to bring Yari back. So I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. So Yari, these hit points are for you.
Thank you.
Nice, 11.
Perfect.
Nice.
Dog.
So you would look inside the fireplace and you see a small crystal bauble. It's a flat-bottomed crystal orb. It's really pleasant to look at and tactile, like in your tactile feel. It's really pleasant to hold. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I see Ned running?
No, he has already kind of sprinted down the hallway, and so we'll say, Granwy, one time when you were in town, you had walked into one of the stores, and as you did, you saw a similar sort of set. It looks like counterweights in some sort of alchemical work or alchemical set. And yeah, this seems to be a piece of an alchemical set of counterweights. You would recognize that this one would be about 5 silver pieces.
He's just gonna pocket that.
Okay, great.
Yari, are you feeling better?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very kindly.
No problem. I have an unpleasant suspicion that we have not heard the last of Ned. Should have killed him. I apologize.
Never trust an elf. Sorry.
Nah. I get that all the time. I repeat the phrase in Dwarvish, but it's kind of got like a never trust an elf, eh?
Yari repeats in Elvish. That's right.
Hey, my forest bro. You speak the language of those who run with the wind and occasionally fight orcs.
Yes, know your enemies.
Fair enough. How you doing, Sybil? That could be lag, but I hope that's Billy's answer.
I'm sensing lag.
Sorry, I did not hear anything. Like 30 seconds. I heard something about hey forest oak.
Oh, in Primordial, Angle is just asking how you doing.
Oh, I mean, I'm great. You know, I've been watching you put socks on your face, and I just got bulldozed by Ned. We haven't gotten any treasure. I stood up my partner, didn't go out on the date I was supposed to, so I'd say it's going real good. How you doing?
If I see Ned again, I'm definitely going to kill him. I think he's going to betray us later.
Well, to be fair, he kind of has every reason to. We've stabbed him. You gave him that headache, and I don't know. We haven't been the kindest to him. I guess I uncut him, but kind of don't blame him.
I mean, I don't really care about him. I just don't want to get to this treasure before we get it. So I say we just if there's maybe there's nothing even in this house. Let's search this house. I mean, I don't want to be here all night. So I say we just get a move on it. We look at the last rooms. Honestly, this place is creeping me out. I don't know how many more spiders or centipedes I'm really going to want to, grab by the balls, whatever they got.
I'll say, can I have everybody roll an intelligence check? Yep, on brand. Not a save, a check.
Mine not register.
Not wisdom, intelligence.
I roll wisdom.
Yep.
I don't have any modifiers, so it's
better.
just my intelligence is +1.
Okay, so 15. Yep. So, Angle, you remember the footsteps downstairs. They went into one of those rooms, and then they abruptly stopped. The other piece you remember is downstairs. In the kitchen, there was another door you had not investigated. You know that there is a staircase down at the end of the hall from the staircase you went up that supposedly goes up. And there's a hallway kind of down here directly in front of you that no one has explored yet. So.
Is that where Ned ran to?
He ran around the corner towards the stairway in the back.
To go back downstairs or to go up the hole or whatever?
So we haven't investigated we haven't investigated upstairs, we haven't investigated the hallway, and we haven't investigated presumably another section of downstairs.
You followed the footsteps downstairs to the far room on the western wing, and then they abruptly stopped in the middle of the room.
I just rehash this memory with the rest of the party. Common. So, y'all remember how those footsteps stopped in the middle of the room downstairs? There's something pretty critical we're missing. Do you think Ned's one of those ghoulies who can phase through floors, or maybe a drider in disguise who can crawl along the walls?
I mean, he was all tied up. I don't really know about that guy. Obviously, he lied to us, but why would he be tied in a corner of one of the rooms? I mean, I don't know, something ain't adding up.
Maybe whatever attacked Ned, maybe they can float or something, and they don't leave footsteps.
Like a ghost?
I don't know if I believe in that, but something laughed at you and cursed you.
The laugh that we heard, did that sound anything like Ned?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna call a little time out here. I think we all need a short rest. Get some spell slots, get some HP back.
I think anyone gets any of that.
I get off.
Granwy's just walking back down the hallway.
We all get HP back.
Yeah, I'm getting a move on it. If you want to chill here for a little bit, that's fine, but I don't want to be in here anymore.
Alright.
Yari also wants to get out.
Okay.
Another hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go to the end of the earth here.
Alright, this really isn't working out very well for me.
Are you opening that door?
I'm gonna put his ear up on it, see if he hears anything.
Okay. Perception check, sir.
Yari's just still scratching at the spider bites that he has all over his body now.
You put your ear to the door and you hear nothing.
Okay, he's going to, with his bow kind of at the ready, kind of open it up and walk in.
Rubbish is scattered around what was once a fine guest bedroom. There's evidence of rodent infestation and webs hang in the corners. A 4-poster bed stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its woodwork is worm-ridden, and the curtains that once screened the bed are torn and stained. There is no bed linen, but the bed is mostly intact.
This room's disgusting. I don't see treasure. I'm starting to get pissed off. Like, maybe there's nothing to look at. Nothing to find here. And Sybil's about had it, and she is going to yell, "Hey, spirit, or whatever the fuck you are in this house, if there's treasure here, we need to fight you for it. Just come on out now and let's do this."
The wind blows through the house. You don't hear anything.
think Granwy's just looking around the room. He's got a passive perception of 15, so he's a pretty good sense if there's anything here. But he's actively kind of looking around for anything interesting, anything that might stand out. Again, using his torch, kind of seeing if anything gleams again, like in the last room.
Look out.
You can see that this bed potentially looks not as moldy or dust-ridden as everything else. It still is threadbare, but you can see that the mattress, while the frame itself is worm-ridden, the mattress has signs of use.
He's gonna lift up the mattress and look underneath it.
As you do, you see stains on the mattress and what was once sheets, but nothing of note.
Well, I think someone was sleeping here sometime recently, but I did not see anything. I think we should get to move on.
So I think-
Socks?
No socks.
Seems like they didn't need socks. They just used the sheets.
By the way, was those socks Ned's socks? If so, I mean, we found good reason to not trust him a while ago.
I think Gar's gonna sense everybody's getting impatient too, and he's just gonna open this door in front of him and walk in.
Okay, so as you do, what was once a fine master bedroom now stands decayed. Some of the floorboards are missing and there's rubbish scattered around. You see a tall wooden wardrobe that stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its door is closed.
Is it right? Is this the fireplace or the wardrobe?
So you see, this is the frame. This is where the wardrobe is, right here.
I'm not seeing nothing pop.
Yeah, we're not seeing you.
Oh, sorry. That's the wardrobe.
Okay.
Wardrobe here. So here's the fireplace.
Yep.
Okay, this is just like the master bed.
Here's Narnia.
Well, I'm going to Terabithia, thank you very much.
Missed the bridge back a ways.
Okay, so Gar, you're going through? You're going up to the cabinet?
Yeah, I think Gar's gonna go up to the wardrobe and
Okay.
And
Can you please make a con save?
yep.
As you go up to the wardrobe and you step, and as you step in your foot, you realize you stepped on this mold that turns kind of bright yellow as you step on it, and it explodes in a cloud around you. Sybil, you'll also need to make a save, please.
What kind?
A con save.
I'm good at those.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
Save your 20s, the way it's done.
let's see. Each of you will take 3 points of poison damage as these spores flare up into the air and you breathe them in, starting to cough.
Saving meant that we took 2d10.
Meant you took half damage.
You are not poisoned, is what the save was for.
Oh my lord.
Goodness.
All right. Well, that is a significant fraction of my health. First time I've been damaged this campaign.
Ew.
Physically. Is that it? Just spores?
Yes.
Gar's gonna open the cabinet.
Okay, so as you do, you see a pair of old cracked leather boots. You see a ragged stained cloak hanging from a peg. You can see on the cloak there's a design of coiling ivy, and that's all you can see.
Does the cloak or the boots do they look of particular value? Like
Maybe
be
once,
useful?
but not now.
Okay, so neither look particularly useful.
Do we still have the nice clothes for Ned?
You've got a set of common clothes of Ned's, yes. He ran off in his underwear.
Do I have that one sock that tasted a little different?
You Do you want to tell everybody what you did with that sock?
I kept it.
Okay, you do. So yes, you do have that sock. You have a crusty wool sock. Yes.
Hang on. I throw the sock into the cabinet with the other nice clothes to see if something magical happens.
It has a hearty, heavy thunk as it hits the back wall.
I do not think they will appreciate that in Narnia. That is not a good thing. Fine. Indicates way.
Y'all, I'm gonna come clear.
Does it hit the Ice Queen in the head?
Ominous, just.
I'm extremely worried.
Aslan just takes it right in the fucking dome.
The jizz sock right in the line of God. Yeah.
I'm just very worried we're dealing with a haunted seamstress situation. Maybe the clothes are magic. I do not know. Ghosts are funny. They get stuck on things. I'm just taking my shots as I see them, folks.
Right. So seemingly no effect. All right. What do you want to do? So as far as rooms you've not explored up here, there's a room down here.
Okay, we go there. That one.
That one?
I follow Sybil because that Southern Belle is going to need a fainting couch soon.
It's true. I'm at 5. I mean, I'm at some health left.
Where's the room? Sorry.
In between the three.
That middle one? Yeah. Okay.
Do you open the door or are you checking the door?
I think Gar's just gonna open the door and go in first.
So this room appears to be another dirty, decaying bedroom without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it's evident that the floor here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing and the others are partially dislodged.
Well, now if y'all come in here, you want to watch your step. Is there anything that looks like of interest in here?
You can roll either an investigation or a survival check for me.
Investigation or survival, you said?
Yes.
All right, do survival.
Based on that, no. You feel pretty confident this room is as it is.
Yeah, I don't see anything particular, but I would say let's not all crowd into this thing because it looks kind of precarious. So I think I'm gonna back my way out.
Can I look around? I'm gonna focus on looking at the ground. I'm strangely hung up on the floorboards now, so I'm looking mainly at the ground. Just for in a better place.
In which room?
The one. I guess I'm in the room with Sybil now.
Correct. So you've been in this room. You look at the floorboards. You can see where there's, worm-ridden wood.
Oh, sorry. This is the room where we found Ned, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I guess I'll check. I guess I'll do that in this room instead.
Okay. I'll let you roll a investigation or survival. The DC will be higher though.
Higher for survival?
No, for either. And someone else has already done it.
Yeah. It's
So you walk in and you actually have your tongue sticking out like a divining rod as you walk into the room.
Like a serpent, sir, like a serpent.
And you stop and you look down at the ground and you can see footprints leading to the window.
To the window?
To the wall.
Sweat right from spider balls. Where's the window? Joe, but Angle treads carefully because he's like 80% sure these floorboards are going to give out.
Yep, so you follow the footsteps and they kind of weave through the room. You get over to the window. Go ahead and roll an investigation check if you could.
Okie dokie. Watch that one I've been saving all night. Here it is. 9.
The footsteps kind of stop at the window, and you don't really notice anything else that seems to tell you anything.
Is the window open?
No.
Okay. Out of character. If I just break this window, something angry will come and fight us in this room. You guys want to do that, or you guys want to go back?
How is that out of character?
Is the window Angle? Does that window look like it's been opened, or any,
I lick the latch to see if it's been opened recently.
You get a really distinctive oxidized iron flavor to it.
Okay.
It's like blue cheese with none of the dairy.
Okay. So has this latch been moved recently?
With your investigation check before, you can't really see signs of it being moved recently or not being moved recently.
Do the footprints just go to the window and then double back, or do they just end there?
They kind of weave an angle over to where the window is, and then based on Jobadiah's previous roll, you can see they double back.
Man. I guess we go to more of these rooms.
We have not been to the top floor of this building yet, have we?
You have not. You would recognize the stairwell that had collapsed by the stairwell you came upstairs led upstairs.
Might need to get the frogman to leap up there.
Je suis grand oui.
Yes, we know you're Grand Oui. We're asking if you can jump
He
somewhere.
called me the frogman. The water lady called me the frogman.
Frog King. I meant King. King of the Frogs.
This is better.
Are you going to try and hop up there, Grunwee?
Better than frog legs.
I think Gronwy is gonna first try to kind of throw his torch such that it could land on a platform up there.
Okay.
Right now, I think it would be like he was just jumping into the void, and so he's kind of trying to throw a light up there, to have more of a target to jump to. Does that make sense?
Sure. So you're trying to huck it up there and then see if it illuminates anything.
Yeah, kind of like a flare, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you huck it up there, and it goes up past, and you can see that it still is lit in some way. Are you want to hop up and follow it?
Yeah, I'll hop up and follow it.
Okay. So.
By the way, I'm saying that I had already pulled the rope from my previous stair.
Okay.
Awesome.
Grunwee.
Mm-hmm.
You jump up, and a gaping hole in the floor shows where the top of the staircase used to lead before it collapsed. There are grimy cobwebs on the walls and ceiling, and the floor is covered. Here, let me do this. Hold on. There we go. So the floor is covered with broken furniture and other rubbish. Several holes in the roof allow dim light to enter this large room that extends the length of the house. 2 large sacks lie heaped in the northwest corner.
Gronwy is going to try to find something to tie off his rope to again and toss it down to the party.
Okay, so you see some boxes and such, but there's nothing that's like a pole you could tie it to that's within reach of your rope.
Is there maybe a loose floorboard, that kind of where it broke off, it's kind of up enough to where you could tie a knot around a floorboard?
Not around where the stairwell is.
Well, okay. I think, let's Let's see. I cannot find a place to tie off my rope here. I'm sorry, everyone.
I got a javelin with me, a couple of them. Could you drive it into the floorboards, or you got a crack there you could wedge it in, and then we could tie off to that?
I think we can make that work. Can you toss one up?
Yeah. So so it's illuminated, right? So Gar can see where he's throwing.
It's like it's like looking through the hole, or like there's some light, but you cannot. Granwy can poke his head through the hole and look down at you all, but when you're looking up in it, you can just tell that there's light up there. You can't see what's going on up there.
Okay, so I think Gar's gonna say, Granwy, stand back. As he's gonna equip a javelin and then throw it up there.
Okay. So the javelin lands, and it hits kind of the wall, and it sticks into the floor, but it slowly tilts and leans against the wall. It'd have to be kind of driven into the floor more if you'd want it to be an anchor point.
Yep. So I think he's gonna go grab it and just try to drive it down like an anchor spot, kind of right around the stair hole.
Okay. Go ahead and make the strength check if you could.
Sure.
So 15, you get it in, and you feel like it's fairly in there. You're pretty confident.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna tie the rope off on it, and then throw the other end down, and then kind of stand holding the javelin to kind of try to add what little weight he has to it.
As that happens,
Does not
you
sound
hear
good.
from up in the rafters a number of creatures start to descend. And Granwy, I need for you to please roll initiative. All right, let's see what Granwy's got.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
There are multiple asses. several asses.
I'll say that the rope has been equipped or fastened in place. And Granwy, you've rolled your initiative. What'd you roll?
13.
Okay, 13. Let's put that in there. Granwy has a 13. All right. So let's go ahead and start this combat. Number one is this guy. He is going to try and blood drain you. Does an 8 hit?
Nope.
Okay, let me change the way that you all can see this. There we go. All right, so that one does not hit. Next up is this guy. Actually, he's going to move out of the way, so if you want to take an attack of opportunity as that happens.
Yes, I will. With
Okay.
quarterstaff. He's got the quarterstaff out right now.
Go ahead.
Get him.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I have 2 options for attacking for some reason.
You can do it one-handed or two-handed.
Okay. Yeah, 2-handed for sure.
So go ahead and roll that damage.
Sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see.
Yep, so you swing and you crack it across the head, and you see it just splatter against some of the stuff, the detritus that's up here. The next one will approach and is going to do the same thing. Hungrily look at you as it comes down. Is a 12 hit?
Nope.
All right, Granwy, your turn.
Okay.
You're surrounded by these fluttering, weird creatures as they look at you like fleshy mosquitoes.
So I think I'm going to try to see, like, just look at it and see if I know what this thing is. I'm kind of using my favorite enemy, like swamp knowledge, to see if I have an idea of what I'm dealing with here.
What's your favorite enemy?
Beasts.
This is not a beast.
Okay.
No, I lied to you. This is a beast.
Aha.
So you look at it, and you'd recognize this as a sturge.
Okay. Well, he's just gonna take. He knows that sturges don't like big staffs to the face. So he's gonna take a quarterstaff and just blast at the one that just attacked him.
All right. Yeah, that'll get him. You know these things are immeasurably weak. They just always attack in packs. So you crack it over the head, and you see its body just immediately fall limp on the ground. The next one is going to look at you and will try and use its proboscis to suck blood out of your body.
Nope.
13 to hit?
Nope.
Does that hit?
Nope.
All right, next. One's actually going to fly a little bit forward, do the same attack. 12 to hit. Wow.
Nada.
Next one.
Full Neo right now.
Yeah. 23 to hit. There
That
we go.
will hit.
Okay, so 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
It attaches to you and it won't attack anymore. So at the start of its turn, I'll go ahead and ping this one with a blue dot. You will lose 1d4 plus 3 hit points due to blood loss.
4 plus 3. Jesus. Okay, that's not good. Do I have to strength check it off or something? Strength save it off?
You can use an action to detach the sturge from you.
Okay. Yeah.
So you would have to use your full action to grab it and remove it from your body.
Yep.
And the last one will attack with a blood drain. 14 to hit?
Nope.
Okay. The top of the round, can I please have everybody else roll initiative? Who's coming up first? Well, I guess we'll see based on the initiatives.
No, Yari.
All right.
It might be Angle.
So, Angle, you will be the next one up. Are you wanting to try and climb, or what do you want to do? You can't see Grunwee, and all you can hear is...
I recognize my comrade is in danger, and honestly, like, everything I've met in this haunted house has been cute compared to God, who kicked my butt in the swamp a week ago, so up I go.
Okay, great. So here comes Angle. As he comes up, he climbs up, and that'll be your full movement to get up here. But as you come up, you can see him in this swarm. These like fleshy little, almost like paper mosquitoes are flittering around Grunwee, and he's just taking two-handed swinging out with his quarterstaff, trying to get them away from him.
Once I get up there, am I adjacent to any of the sturges, or am I not?
Yeah, one of them's right within striking distance.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm going to use Toll the Dead, and I'm going to attack it with Necrotic Fire instead of my Rapier. So it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Roll 10.
Okay, DC 13. It fails. Now it hasn't taken damage yet, has it?
It has not.
Okay, so it takes 1d8 damage. No. Roll. Okay, so it takes 4 damage.
So you do this, and you see this reverberating energy go through the air. As it hits it, you see the sturge vibrate up like a popcorn kernel.
Yep,
all right.
That was the plan.
It is Gar's turn. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can. So Gar's also going to climb up, and
that'll be your full movement, Gar, to get up here.
Okay, and I can't see what's going on.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I
sure.
drag you all over. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me do Gar, and let me do Ankle. There we go.
Okay. So let's see here. So there was there's two
one right here.
Okay.
One right here.
Okay, so I think the one right here. First off, Gar's gonna get up here. He's gonna assess this and like see that his friend has a sturge attached to him and is getting attacked, and he's gonna throw pepper in his face and go into a rage as his bonus action.
Okay, how many more rages do you have?
That was my last rage.
Okay.
And then he is going to swing his hand axe at that Sturge right here.
Okay. An 8 will not hit. You swing and it flutters out of the way.
So then I think Gar's gonna stand there kind of yelling at it.
Okay. Huh?
Huh?
Did the music stop?
Mm-hmm.
It did.
That was a solid yell. Scared to death.
It looks at you and makes some sort of a gooey noise, and it is Grunwy's turn.
He's gonna try to pull the thing off out of himself.
Okay, so that'll be your action to pull it off of you.
Okay. And let me look quick. Can I ready? I can't ready an action as a bonus, right?
You can. No, not as a bonus.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm done.
Okay. Sybil, you start to climb the rope, but you realize there's no place for you to go right now. So, from the ground, what would you like to do?
Can I see anything looking up into that hole?
You look up into the hole in the ceiling, and you can see the flicker of the torch against what looks like a ceiling or like a roof above you, and then you can see these shadows kind of like flashing wildly against the ceiling as bodies and creatures up above you move wildly.
Do I know that Grunwy has been bit? Has he made...
You do not. No, you don't have any visual sight on Grunwy.
He didn't say, it got me.
Nope.
Anything.
You just heard "Sacre bleu."
Suckling blood. I mean, I'm tempted to be like, how y'all doing up there? I can't get up, but I could take a shot at something.
Don't do that.
There's a bunch of bloodsuckers up here.
Okay. Well, that's
You
not
will
very good.
certainly hit one of us before you hit a bloodsucker. The bloodsuckers are small in surface area. We are large in surface area. Statistically, you are more likely to hit one of us than the Sturge.
So there is no like moment where I definitely see a thing though, right?
Correct. Yeah, you're just seeing shadows on the ceiling.
Okay, I got a question. So some of my spells say I cast this at something I can see within range.
Mm-hmm.
Other things say I hurl this at one creature in range.
Because you don't have visual sight on this, I would say that it's not in range. I would probably do it at disadvantage and give it full cover, since you're just like trying to guess where the thing is. So it would be a really high hit range for you.
So it would be at disadvantage.
And it would have increased AC.
Yeah, it have increased AC. I mean, fuck it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna cast a Chaos Bolt. I'm just gonna throw one up, send one up there.
All
It
right.
is a, I don't think did I try to cast one of these before?
You have.
Okay. Well, I'm sending one up again. So this is at disadvantage, so I guess I do it twice. Right?
So the 9 will not hit. You shoot it and it hits the ceiling up above. And it was a what kind was it? Damage type?
I was probably going to make it I mean, I'm a lightning kind of person, so I was probably gonna make it that.
Okay, so there's a lightning bolt strikes the ceiling above. And Grunwy, you can feel all these pebbles of different, molding from up above you kind of crinkle down in your hat.
It just in my
And
hat,
now it is the Sturge's turn. It will once again look at Grunwy. It's an 8 hit you, Grunwy.
Nope. It does not.
And does a 13 hit you.
Does not.
Yari, you're up.
This rope is super crowded, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Not a lot he can do, so he is just going to open up a small pack and pull out a piece of paper, some ink and a pen. And you see on the paper it says, "Dear Dad, the 5th time I'm writing you," and he kind of scribbles it out and he starts to write, "Last will and testament of Yari Oakenstep." And he's just going to kind of sit on the floor and start doing that while everybody's climbing up this rope.
Great. So this other Sturge is going to, they're all focused on Grunwy, because you were the first one up here. So does a 14 hit you, Grunwy?
Nope.
Man, good for you. All right, Engel.
Okay, I'm going to move over here so other people get up the rope. So I'm going to move from here to here.
All right, you'll take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, from this one?
Yep. So does a 20 hit you?
It does. Bye, everybody.
And 4 points of piercing damage as
Yep, I'm
falls
unconscious.
unconscious.
Oh no.
It was our healer.
How high?
Gar.
Can't heal themselves when they're dead.
It's probably a 10-foot rope climb to get up to where the javelin was.
Did he fall?
No, he had moved out of the way.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so there is a spot now for somebody if they want to climb up the wall. Or climb up the rope. Gar.
Gar is, let's see, if Gar were to move, would he provoke 2 attacks of opportunity?
Yes.
Depending on where you move. If you move here,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. If I were to move here, that's just 1.
Correct.
And then that frees up another spot.
Correct.
Okay. Gar's gonna do that.
Okay. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
So 5 points of piercing damage reduced by half.
Okay,
So 3.
but he's raging.
Yep.
So it's 3.
And so this one with the blue dot is now connected to you. So at the
Okay.
start of that creature's turn, you'll take 1d4 plus 3 due to blood loss. As it's just,
Okay. So it takes a full action to remove it.
Correct.
Okay. So could I remove it with my action, and then as my bonus action, because I have 2-weapon fighting, could I hit it with my axe?
No,
Justin.
because you have to take the action of attack first, and then you can take the bonus action of attack if you're 2-weapon fighting.
Justin,
Okay.
I popped one with 4 damage. You'd be better off just hitting it.
Dead people can't talk.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna try and hit this one that's on my neck or whatever.
All right.
So that's
A 20 will hit it, yeah.
alright.
So you basically take the sharp part of your axe and just slide it down your neck, and you cut straight through its proboscis that's sitting in your neck. And as it does, it kind of squeaks and squeals as the proboscis falls out of your neck. You can feel the wound gushing blood, but the Sturge flops to the ground, wiggles a bit, and then collapses. Moves no more. Grunwy, you're up. Sybil, you're on deck.
Granwy's gonna take a quarterstaff swing at that guy.
All right.
9.
9 will not hit. It dodges out of the way. You actually swing, and it clacks into the javelin that you were holding, that was holding the rope. And you see it kind of jostle in the wood a little bit. Who knows if it can hold up weight still?
All right, that's my turn.
You gonna move?
Nope.
All right. Sybil, you're up.
So is the rope ropeable?
From what you can see, the rope, you kind of saw it wiggle a little bit, but the rope is still hanging.
It's clear.
All right, I'm going
Y'all
to try
can
to
come
get
up
there.
now.
I'm coming up.
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check if you could. Okay, so you climb about halfway up, And then as you do, it drops you another 5 feet. You collapse down onto the floor below, under the stairs. You can see where the javelin has now kind of pried free from the floorboards. And you're going to have to find another way out.
Hey, real sturdy, guys. Nice job. Well, I don't have levitate, and it's too high to jump, so... I don't know. Are there any sorts of anything, like indentations in the wall that look I could kind of climb up?
No, the walls are smooth. You can smell the mildew and kind of the rot in the walls. Generally, this house is in a very worn down, dilapidated state.
What about one of those like things in Sonic the Hedgehog, the red thing that you jump on?
Unfortunately, there are no springs.
Right. Springs. Well, I mean, y'all seem like you got it up there, so just let me know when you're coming down with all the treasure and we'll split it.
It'll pull out her aqua bong, her hydro bong, and just...
Yeah, I just fucking vape like hard on some sweet like seaweed kush.
Great. As you are just being a vape lord downstairs, this other sturge will bite at Granui, who is apparently made of Neo.
Yeah.
And is just dodging everything. So that does not hit. Yari, you're up.
You have +5 on attack too. That's pretty amazing.
So the rope is the rope still hanging down?
It's still hanging down, but you can see the javelin now. It's like very poorly wedged into the hole above. Like you could probably pull on the rope, and it might hold your weight. You don't know.
He's going to crack a beer and just kind of keep writing his letter. And is Sybil sitting next to him, sitting down there with him? Is she the only one?
What can you have?
It's just
Sybil leaned against the wall and pulled out some sort of a device, and now is blowing huge smoke rings and like pushing them with other little smaller smoke rings in the middle of them.
They're like
I was just gonna-
bubbles.
Yeah,
Got
your
it.
water tenacity, right?
He's just going to nod.
Yep.
Keep writing.
So this other sturge is going to attack for a 21 to hit. Finally, 4 piercing damage on Granui,
Ah,
and it has attached itself to you. So Jobadiah, please go ahead and make your first death save. 10 and above is a success. 9 and below is a fail.
It's a 2.
Woo! A 1 is 2 death saves. So that is a good roll for you. Gar, you're up.
Gar's gonna move in front of Granui right here, and then he's gonna swing at the one that's attached to him.
Okay. 15 hits. So yeah, you turn your axe, the blade side up. You're just basically taking the handle of the axe and you just swing it straight down across him. It slides across his slimy body, but it just crushes the skeletal structure of the sturge.
thank you very much, Gar. It's much appreciated.
Oh, you're very welcome, Granui.
Granui, your turn.
Yeah, I'm swinging at this guy.
All right.
11.
11. It dodges out of the way. As it looks at you.
As a bonus action, could I try to re-wedge the javelin? Like pick it up, or like just try to like. Grr.
No, I would say that it would take more than a bonus action to be able to do that.
Okay. All right, then that's
a
my
move.
turn. Nope.
Okay, Sybil.
I go over to Yari and I say, hey, what you working on there? You doing some of that, like you writing some poetry, or you doodling? You making that really cool like S thing that we all made in middle school?
I've already.
Hey, it's okay. It's all right. Sybil's here.
I don't have much anymore, but if we make it out of here, I'd like Gar to have what I have to pay off the boat.
If
Just,
We
this wasn't
getting at
worth it.
No, this was like the worst haunted house I've ever been in by far. It's such a bad idea. Oh my god.
All right. As you all continue to lament your decision making, we'll go to this Sturge. Attacks for an 18 on Grunwee.
Yep.
So that'll be 5 piercing damage to Grunwee.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, yummy, yummy. As it still is attached to you, trying to suck the blood out of your body.
Someone's going to die.
You know,
Yari.
I think these Sturges suck.
You know, Zoe, I did have an idea for a new brew.
So you're just talking?
Yeah.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me, brother. Come on.
All right.
What you gonna put in there? Some hops?
I'm gonna roll that next saving throw.
Some
Fish hops?
Spiders.
Spider. Yeah.
Don't roll a natural 1. Okay, so that's 2 death saves, Jobadiah.
Oh my god.
Okay, next one. It's gonna have been nice knowing y'all.
All right, Gar.
Okay. So, okay, all right. He's gonna swing at this thing.
Yes.
15 will hit. For 5
Oh, and
slashing
again,
damage.
I haven't been adding the 2 for my rage, but that's 7 slashing damage.
Yep. So as this happens, you just Happy Gilmore swing. It splatters across the wall.
You're gonna die, Sturge.
And now you can see what feels like nothing else in the room with you.
Okay, so I think Gar knows that Jobadiah has been down the longest. I think he's gonna go over and he can stabilize all of them, or does he need?
So you have a few choices here.
Okay.
You can either roll medicine checks yourself, see if you can stabilize them, which will give them advantage on their death saves.
Okay.
Or you can hold the rope and pull other folks up.
I think that's what I want to do.
If he stabilizes them, then it should just be they're stable. There shouldn't be death saves.
Correct.
But they're unconscious. Yeah.
So do I have to roll for?
You have a healing kit.
Okay.
Do you? So have a healing
You have a
kit?
healing kit.
Look at your inventory.
Do I have one?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
All right. If you don't have a healer's kit, it's a DC 10 medicine check to stabilize someone.
Okay, but how long do they have right now?
Around.
If you don't stabilize them, they make another roll.
Okay, so Jobadiah's got. So basically, if I throw the thing, they can climb up the rope and it'd be their turn.
You can hold the rope. You can hold the rope and have for your turn. You can hold the rope and have people climb up. I would make each of them make 1 more death save before people can come up.
Okay, all right. So I think I'm gonna try and medicine Jobadiah then, because he's.
Hey, Justin.
Salts that wake you up.
You can let Jobadiah die. It's okay.
No, he's gonna try and he saw him go down a while ago, so he's gonna try and make sure that. Well, no, I think he can do it from here. So you said it's medicine.
Yes.
It's gonna take your best
10. DC 10. There it is.
So that means I roll with advantage, right?
Nope, you're stable.
No, you're stabilized.
Oh, okay.
Jordan's gonna go to bed angry tonight.
No, he won't.
All right.
All right. So Paul, go ahead and make a death save.
I throw a dagger at Jobadiah.
That's 1 success.
Is it my turn? Because I could just get up and cast.
Nope, you're at 0. You're stable,
unconscious.
but you're unconscious.
Oh, that's right.
So Gar, what are you doing now? You gonna do another medicine? Or you gonna
Gar, because he just saw Grimwee go down, he's gonna grab the javelin, drive it down more, and hold on to it, and be like, "Help! We need help up here."
Yari will make his way up.
Okay. So
The call of his
Yari comes up. As Yari comes up, let me get you up here, Yari. And then Sybil, are you gonna follow too?
Yeah. Billy, your role playing is always on point.
I was in character.
And
We know.
Sybil. Ah,
Whoa, Sybil shrank.
there you go. So you both
Y'all
come up.
need to help. Y'all need to help Grand Wee.
You just see arterial spray covering everything in the closest vicinity. Little bits of flesh, almost looking like scrotums with mosquito noses, and Granui is just unmoving on the floor.
Yari will go over to Grunwee and be like, "What happened here, Gar?" and start slapping Grunwee in the face a little bit.
Oh no!
And cast Cure Wounds.
He don't got much blood left. You gotta be careful.
So you get 6 hit points back, Grunwee.
All right.
Okay, so Granui has 6 hit points and is prone. Jobadiah is stable but at 0.
Well, that's all I got.
So short rest or just roll me off the roof and let nature take its course.
Short rest won't do it for you, unfortunately.
No, we need it.
Well, I can spend healing. I can heal during a short rest.
No, you're
1d4 to see how many hours you're unconscious, I believe.
Does anybody else have any way to heal?
Is there one of them chests around here we could just put them in?
Well, let's see here.
What is that bed?
Guys.
With the
Weekend at
stains on
Weekend at Bernie's. This.
Granui walks over and he pulls something from out of his cloak, and it's the magic soil from the very beginning that he was gifted by Farron at the groves of Obadiah, and he just kind of rubs it on him.
Is that sock?
Well, now I'm
Oh,
unconscious.
this is the earth. The earth is a has healing properties. All I know is the magic soil. It helps the life grow back.
So now Joe
Okay.
is unconscious and
Healing
dirty.
mode.
Thanks.
Angle, can I please have you roll 1d4 minus 2?
Sure.
So there's a chance to take damage.
Yep. 3, 1.
So, an hour goes by. The dirt gets rubbed all over him. He's just like completely covered. And an hour goes by.
And
after
the rest
an
of
hour-
us short rest during that hour.
Yeah, all of you can short rest during that hour. After an hour.
What does that do for us? A hit
You can
die?
roll your singular hit dice if you want to.
If you have
After an hour, Jobadiah just sits up dramatically in a rush in one moment. And Jobadiah, you can roll a hit die too if you'd like.
And I'm gonna while I'm doing that, Gar brought some like fish jerky that he had, and he's gonna use his chef thing to cook people some treatsy treats. So let's see, chef special food. As part of a short rest, you can cook special food for 6 creatures.
Roll
At
that
the
in
end
chat.
of the short rest, yeah. Let's see there. Did that put it in there? Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Do you have cook's utensils?
I have my giant shield pot, and I think, yeah.
What kind of special food you cooking in there, Gar?
Oh, just some fish, just rehydrating some fish jerky. That's all he's doing. He's got some like fish jerky, and he just poured some water in there, and he's putting a lot of his like spices on it.
Okay, so go ahead
it's
and roll
cold.
a 1d8.
That is
Yeah.
some of that special food now. Wow.
You see the pink 1d8 in the chef's text box you put?
Oh yeah.
There you go. Okay, yeah, perfect. So everybody gets an extra 1d8
Of healing?
of healing.
Yep. I
So-
gotta take all those off.
If it gets you above your maximum, then it would be additional.
Oh,
You'd have
alright.
temporary HP.
Temporary hit points. Okay.
Well, Gar, you are one mean raging Cajun, I gotta tell you.
So Gar, what does it
Like-
taste like?
Doubled my HP.
It tastes like fried catfish without being fried. And mostly slimy, but it's to them that's almost dying, it tastes like the best thing they ever had. Let's see.
So you find
I
yourselves.
have to say, I'm not even kidding there, Gar. I think you got a real talent here. In addition to gaffing lots of things. I mean, you're a good fisherman. You're a good chef. You got a solid future here. And as soon as we get our treasure, I think you should start up your own restaurant. Catch and cook.
Well, thank you so much, there, Silver. I really appreciate it.
I didn't think catfish could be good this spicy, but it's spicy, it's catfish, and I'm loving it.
I'm glad you're back from your dirt nap, Jebediah.
Yeah, who rubbed dirt all over me when I was dying?
That was me.
You were the first one to go to fall asleep at the slumber party, and well, we had to do some things to you.
Sturge tried to suck my blood, but just severed my femoral artery instead.
With that, you all will huddle up in the attic of this house. Who knows what else awaits? We'll find out next week.
More footsteps.